Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagananagunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishkam Vitam Sya Om Agyana Timaranda Shagyana Jana Shlakya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gaurava Bhistam Supurgam Garganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shirupa Patanagam Govindabidam Ujvalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Nawe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavananam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyambudim Sri Siddhantanidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubharam Marika Sharanam Yashishvara Shridaram Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 24, the 61 explanations of the Atmarama verse. Atmarama meti padyarkashi artam shunya prakashayan jagatamo jaharavyat sachaitanyo dayachalaha. Atmarameti Padyarkashi Artam Shunya Prakashayan Jagatamo Jahar Avyat Sachaitanyo Dayachalaha. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who acted as the eastern horizon where the sun of the Atmarama verse rose. He manifested its rays in the form of different meanings and thus eradicated the darkness of the material world. May he protect the universe. Now the Atmarama verse is very important because it shows that anyone, everywhere, all persons will be attracted by Krishna. And that's the meaning of Krishna's name. He attracts everyone. So the Atmarama, who's an Atmarama? Normally we will say Atmarama is a self-realized soul. Even the self-realized souls, even liberated persons, will be attracted by Krishna and enter into his service, regardless of what their stage of advancement is. But Mahaprabhu expands the meaning even more in his explanations of the Atmarama verse. He shows that all living entities will be attracted by Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Tabe Sanatana Prabhu Racharane Doriya Punarapi Kohe Gichu Vinoi Koriya. Thereafter Sanatan Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly submitted the following petition. Purve Shuni Jachon Tumi Sarvabhauma Stane Ekshloke Artara Arta Koracha Vyakyane. Sanatana Goswami said, My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya you explained the Atmarama verse in 18 different ways. Atmarama, so in Jagannath Puri, Mahaprabhu explained the Atmarama verse in 18 different ways. First, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gave 9 interpretations of his own, but then Mahaprabhu touched on explained the Atmarama verse without even touching the 9 explanations of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and explaining 18 different ways. And Sarvabhauma then understood Mahaprabhu's position as the Supreme Lord. Atmaramas chamunayo nirgranta piyarukrame kurvanti ahaitukim bhaktim itam bhuta gunoharahi. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of God, it is called Krishna because he has such transcendently attractive features. So, this is the Atmarama verse. Atmaramas chamunayo nirgranta apiya rukrame korvanti haitukim bhaktim itam bhuta guno hari. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of God, is called Krishna because he has such attractive features. Ascharya Shunaya Mora Udkanditaman Kripakori Kohajari Judaya Shravan. I have heard this wonderful story and am therefore very inquisitive to hear your explanation again. If you would kindly repeat it, I would be very pleased to hear. Prabhu kohe ami batula amara bachane sarvabhauma batula taha satyakori mane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am one madman, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is another. Therefore, he took my words to be the truth. Kiva pralapilan kichu nahika smarane tomara sangabole jari kichu hoimane. I do not recall what I spoke in that connection, but if something comes to my mind due to association with you, I shall explain it. Sahaje amara kichu artan nahibase toma sabar sangabole jay kichu prakashe. Generally, by myself, I cannot give an explanation, but by the strength of your association, something may manifest itself. Ekadasha para shloke sunirma pritikmana artapare kore jalama. There are 11 clear words in this verse, but when they are studied separately, various meanings glitter from each word. The 11 separate words are Atmarama, Cha, Munaya, Nirgranta, Api, Urukrame, Kurvanti, Ahaitikim, Bhaktim, then Itam Bhuta Guna, and Hari. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain the different connotations and imports of these words. Atma Shabde Brahma Deho Mana Jatnadriti Buddhi Swabhava E Sata Arta Prapti. The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, the mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature. Atma Deho Mano Brahma Swabhava Driti Buddhishu Pratyatne Cha Iti. Okay, this is a quotation from the Vishwa Prakasha dictionary. It's Atma Deho Mano Brahma Swabhava Driti Buddhishu Pratyatne Cha Iti. The following are synonyms of the word Atma: the body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. A sate ramesh jay say Atmarama gan, Atmarama ganer age koriba ganan. The word Atmarama refers to one who enjoys these 7 items, the absolute truth, body, mind, and so on. Later I shall enumerate the Atmaramas. Muni Adi Shabdera Arta Shuna Sanatan Pritak Arta Panche Koriba Milan. My dear Sanatan, first hear the meanings of the other words, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain their separate meanings, then combine them. Muni Shabde Manana Shila Ara Kohe Muni Tapasri Brati Jati Ara Rishi Muni. The word Muni refers to one who is thoughtful, one who is grave or silent, an ascetic, one who keeps great vows, one in the renounced order, and a saint. These are the different meanings of the word Muni. Nirgranta Shabde Kohe Abidya Grantehin Vidini Sheda Veda Shastra Gyanadi Bihin. The word Nirgranta refers to one who is liberated from the material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in the Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. The word Nirgranta refers to one who is liberated from the material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in the Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. Murka Nicha Mulecha Adi Shastra Riktagan Dana Sanchayi Nirgranta Arache Nirdan. Nirgranta also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, and devoid of respect for the Vedic literature. The word also refers to one who is a capitalist and to one who has no riches. Nir Nischaye Nis Kromarte Nir Nirmana Nishedayo Nir Nischaye Niskramarte Nir Nirmana Nishedayo Grantodane Ta Sandarbe Varna Sangratane Picha. The prefix ni may be used for a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction, or forbidding. The word granta means riches, thesis, and composition. There's another quotation from the Vishwa Prakash Dictionary. Arukrame Shabde Kohe Bora Jarakram Krama Shabde Kohe E Para Vikepan. The word Arukrama refers to one whose krama, step, is great. The word krama means throwing the foot forward, that is stepping. Okay? Shakti Kampa Paripati Jukti Shakti Akraman Charana Chalane Kanpaila Tribhuvan. Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument, and a forcible attack by stepping forward. Thus, Vamana caused the 3 worlds to tremble. Uru means very great, and Krama means step. When Lord Vamanadev was offered 3 steps of land, he expanded his 3 steps by covering the entire universe. In this way, the 3 worlds trembled, and therefore Sri Vamanadev, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, is referred to as a Rukrama. Vishnuarnu Virya Gananam Katamar Hatya Ya Partivani Api Kavir Vimane Rajamshi Chaskamba Ya Swa Ramasha Kalata Tri Prishtam Yasmat Tri Samya Saranat Uru Kampayanam. Who's in the altar?
Yeah, take me off for now.
Okay. Okay. Vishnur. Okay, very good. Very beautiful. Vishnurnu Virya Gananam Katamor Hatya Ya Partivani Api Kavir Vimane Rajamshi Chaskambaya Sva Ramasha Kalata Tri Prishtam Yasmat Tri Samya Saranad Urur Kampayanam. Even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of the Vamana incarnation, Lord Vishnu, without hindrance, captured all the planets, extending from the root of the material world up to Satyaloka. Indeed, he caused every planetary system to tremble by the force of his steps. Vibhurupe Vyape Shakti Dharana Poshan Madhurya Shakti Goloka Aishvarya Paravyoma. Through his all-pervasive feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has expanded the entire creation. He is holding and maintaining the creation by his extraordinary potency. By his conjugal potency, he maintains the planetary systems known as Goloka Vrindavan. Through his 6 opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. It says Madhurya Shakti. By the potency of his conjugal love, he maintains Goloka Vrindavan. And through his 6 opulences, Vishnu has 6 opulences. Through his 6 opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. In his gigantic form, Lord Krishna has covered the creation. He holds all the planetary systems and maintains them by his inconceivable potencies. Similarly, he is maintaining his personal abode, Goloka Vrindavan, through his conjugal love, and he is maintaining a spiritual world containing the Vaikuntha planets by his opulences. Maya Shakti Brahman Dari Paripatti Srijan Urukrama Shabder E Artha Nirupan. The word Urukrama indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who by his external potency has perfectly created innumerable universes. Krama Shakto Paripatyam Kramas Chalana Kampayo. These are the different meanings of the word krama. It is used in the sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. These are different meanings of the word krama. It is used in the sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. This is a quotation from the Vishva Prakasha Dictionary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is all-pervasive. Not only does he carry the 3 worlds by his inconceivable energy, but he maintains them also. He is also maintaining his spiritual planet Goloka Vrindavan by his conjugal love, and he is maintaining the Vaikuntha Lokas by his opulences. He maintains the material universes through his external energy. The material universes are perfectly situated because they are created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kurvanti para e parasmai parad hoy Krishna Sukha Nimita Bhajane Tatparya Kahoy. The word kurvanti means they do something for others, since it is a form of the verb to do, indicating things done for others. It is used in conjunction with devotional service, which must be executed for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is the purport of the word kurvanti. In Sanskrit, the verb to do has two forms, technically called parasmaipad and atmanipad. When things are done for one's personal satisfaction, the form is called atmanipad. In that case, the word do in English is kurvanti in Sanskrit. When things are done for others, the verb form changes to In that case, the word do in English is kurvate in Sanskrit. When things are done for others, the verb form changes to kurvanti. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informs Sanatan Goswami that in the Atmarama verse, the verb kurvanti means that things should be done for the satisfaction of Krishna. This is supported by the grammarian Panini. The verb is formed as atmanipad when the work is to be done for one's own benefit. And when it is done for others, it is called parasmaipad. Thus, the verb is formed according to whether something is done for one's self-satisfaction or for another's satisfaction. Svarita nita katri abhipraye kriyafale. The terminations of the atmanipad are employed when the fruit of the action accrues to the agent of verbs having an indicatory nya or a svarita accent. Hetu shabde kohe bhukti are manchantare bhukti siddhi mukti mukya 18 prakare. The word hetu, cause, means that a thing is done for some motive. There can be three motives. One may act to enjoy the result personally, to achieve some material perfection, or to attain liberation. Ek bhukti ko he bhog ananta prakar siddhi ashtadasha mukti pancha vidakar. First, we take the word bhukti, material enjoyment, which is of unlimited variety. We may also take the word siddhi, perfection, which has 18 varieties. Similarly, the word mukti has 5 varieties. Ejahanahi taha bhakti ahaituki jaha hoite vashahoy Sri Krishna kotuki. Causeless devotional service is unmotivated by sense enjoyment, perfection, or liberation. When one is freed from all these contaminations, he can bring Lord Krishna, who is very funny, under control. Bhakti shabder arta hoy dasha vidakar ek sarana prema bhakti nava prakar. There are 10 meanings for the word bhakti, devotional service. One is sadhana bhakti, execution of devotional service according to the regulative principles. And the other 9 are varieties of prema bhakti, ecstatic love of Godhead. The 9 varieties of prema bhakti are rati, prema, sneho, mana, pranoy, raga, anurag, bhava, and mahabhav. Attraction, love, affection, adverse feelings, intimacy, attachment, subattachment, ecstatic love, and sublime ecstatic love. For the word sadhana bhakti, there is only one meaning: the execution of devotional service according to regulative principles. Rati lakana prema lakana ityari prachara bhava rupa mahabhava lakana rupa ar. Next are explained the symptoms of love of Godhead, which can be divided into 9 varieties, beginning with attraction and extending up to ecstatic love, and finally up to the topmost ecstatic love, Mahabhava. Shanta Bhakti Rati Bhare Prema Paryanta Dasya Bhakti Rati Hoy Raga Dasya Anta. The attraction to Krishna of devotees on the platform of neutrality increases up to love of God at Prema, and the attraction of devotees on the platform of servitorship increases to spontaneous attachment, Raga. Sakaganer Rati Hoy Anuraga Paryanta Pitri Matri Snehoari Anuraga Anta. Devotees in Vrindavan who are friends of the Lord can increase their ecstatic love to the point of anurag. Parental affectionate lovers, Krishna's father and mother, can increase their love of Godhead up to the end of anurag. Kantagana Rati Pai Mahabhava Sima Bhakti Shabder E Sab Artera Mahima. The gopis of Vrindavan who are attached to Krishna in conjugal love can increase their ecstatic love up to the point of Mahabhava, the greatest ecstatic love. These are some of the glorious meanings of the word bhakti. Itam bhakta guna shabder shunaha vyakyan. Itam shabder bina arta guna shabderaan. Please hear the meaning of the word itam bhuta guna, which is found in the Atmarama verse. Itam bhuta has different meanings and guna has other meanings. Itam bhuta shabderarta purnananda moy jara age brahmananda trina prayahoy. The word itam bhuta is transcendently exalted because it means full of transcendental bliss. The word itam bhuta is exalted because it means full of transcendental bliss. Before this bliss, the bliss derived from, before this transcendental bliss, the bliss derived from merging into the existence of the Absolute, Brahmananda, becomes like a piece of straw in comparison. Twat shakshat karanalada Vishudabdi Stitashyame Sukani Gos Parayante Brahmani Api Jagat Guru. My dear Lord, O Master of the Universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. So what does that refer to? It's a comparison of the water and the footprint of a calf, which is, how big is the footprint of a calf? Small. And that, how much water can, the calf steps on the ground, leaves some water, collects where his footprint is. How much water is there compared to the ocean? There's no comparison. O dear Lord, O Master of the Universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. Sarva Karshika Sarva Ladaka Maha Rasayan Apanara Bole Kore Sarva Vishmaran. Lord Krishna is so exalted that he is more attractive than anything else and more pleasing than anything else. He is the most sublime abode of bliss. By his own strength, he causes one to forget all other ecstasies, or he causes one to forget all other happiness. Lord Krishna is so exalted that he is more attractive than anything else and more pleasing than anything else. He is the most sublime abode of bliss. By his own strength, he causes one to forget all other happiness. All other happiness pales in comparison to what one realizes in relationship with Krishna. Bhukti mukti siddhi sukha chadaya jaragande alokika shakti gune Krishna kripaya bande. Pure devotional service is so sublime that one can very easily forget the happiness derived from material enjoyment, material liberation, or mystic or yogic perfection. Thus, the devotee is bound by Krishna's mercy and his uncommon power and qualities. Shastra jukti nahi ihan siddhanta bichar eswabhava gune jate madhur jare madhur jarasar. When one is attracted to Krishna on the transcendental platform, there is no longer any logical argument on the basis of revealed scripture, nor are there considerations of such conclusions. This is his transcendental quality that is the essence of all sweetness. When one is attracted by Krishna, there is no longer any logical argument on the basis of revealed scriptures, nor are there considerations of such conclusions. No longer a case of you must do this or you must do that according to the scriptures. This is his quality that is the essence of all sweetness. His sweetness will attract anyone. You don't have to be under obligation to do it by some commandments or some injunctions of the scriptures. Guna Shabdar Artha Krishnara Guna Ananta Satchid Rupa Guna Sarva Purnananda. The word guna means quality. The qualities of Krishna are transcendentally situated and are unlimited in quantity. All of the spiritual qualities are full of divine happiness, divine bliss. Aishvarya, Madhurya, Karunye, Swarupa, Purnata, Bhakta, Vatsalya, Atma Parjanta, Vadanyata. Krishna's transcendental qualities of opulence, sweetness, and mercy are perfect and full. As far as Krishna's affectionate leaning towards his devotees is concerned, he is so magnanimous that he can give himself to his devotees. Alukika Rupa Rasa Sorabhadigun Karomana Kona Gune Kore Akarshan. Krishna has unlimited qualities. The devotees are attracted by his uncommon beauty, mellows, and fragrance. Thus, they are differently situated in the different transcendental mellows or rasas. Therefore, Krishna is called all-attractive. Sanakadir Mana Korila Surabhadi Gune. The minds of the four boy sages, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumar, were attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna by the aroma of the tulsi that had been offered to the Lord. Tulsi leaves that are at Krishna's lotus feet, they attracted the minds of the four Kumaras. Tashyaravinda Nayanasya Pararavinda Kinjalka Mishra Tulasi Makaranda Vayu Antargata Swavivarena Chakarati Tesham Sankshobham Akshara Jusham Apichita Tanvo. When the breeze carrying the aroma of tulsi leaves and saffron from the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed personality of Godhead entered through the nostrils into the hearts of those sages, the Kumaras, they experienced a change in both body and mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding. Shukadevar mana korila lila shravane. Sukadeva's mind was carried away by hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Parinishtito pinargunye utama shloka lilaya grihita cheta vrajarshe apyanam yad aditavan. Sukadeva Goswami addressed Parikshit Maharaj, my dear king, although I was fully situated in the transcendental position, I was nonetheless attracted to the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Therefore, I studied Srimad Bhagavatam from my father. Swasuka nibrita chetas tad vyuda stanya bhava api ajita ruchira lila krishna saras tariyam vyatanuta kripayayas tattva dipam Puranam tam akila vrijinagnam vyasa sunam natosmi. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Sukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, and the destroyer of all sinful reactions. Being full in self-realization and bliss, he had no material desire. Still, he was attracted by the divine pastimes of the Supreme Lord, and out of compassion for the people, he described the divine literature called Srimad Bhagavatam. This is compared to the light of the Absolute Truth. Shri Anga Rupe Hare Gopika Raman. Lord Shri Krishna attracts the minds of all the gopis with his beautiful bodily features. Viksha Lakha Vrita Mukam Tava Kundala Shri Ganda Stala Dara Sudam Hashithavalokam Databhayam cha bhuja dandayugam vilokya vaksha shriyaika ramanam cha bhavamadasyo. Dear Krishna, we have simply surrendered ourselves as your maidservants, for we have seen your beautiful face decorated with tresses of hair, your earrings falling upon your cheeks, the nectar of your lips, and the beauty of your smile. Indeed, because we have also been embraced by your arms, which give us courage, and seen your chest, which is beautiful and broad, we have surrendered ourselves. As spoken by the gopis. Rupa Guna Shravane Rukmini Adira Akarshan. The queens in Dwarka, headed by Rukmini, are also attracted to Krishna simply by hearing about his beauty and qualities. Shutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Shrinvatam Te Nirvishya Karna Vivarar Haratonga Tapam Rupam Drisham Drishmitam Akilarta Labam Tvai Achuta Vishati Chitam Apatrapame. O most beautiful Krishna, I have heard about your wonderful qualities from others, and therefore all my bodily miseries are relieved. If someone sees your beauty, his eyes have attained everything profitable in life. O infallible one, I have become shameless after hearing of your qualities, and I have become attracted to you. This verse was written by Rukmini in a letter to Krishna, inviting him to kidnap her. Sukadeva Goswami described this to Maharaj Parikshit when the king asked him how Rukmini had been kidnapped. Rukmini had heard about Krishna's qualities from different people, and after she heard about them, she decided to accept Krishna as her husband. Everything had been arranged for her marriage to Shishupal. Therefore, she wrote a letter to Krishna, which she sent through a Brahmin and invited him to kidnap her. Vamshigite Hare Krishna Lakshmi Ade Raman. Lord Krishna even attracts the mind of the goddess of fortune simply by vibrating his transcendental flute. So today, also in relationship with the goddess of fortune, today is Hira Panchami or Lakshmi Vijay. Now, a few days ago, the Rath Yatra left from Jagannath Puri Temple, which is Nilachala, for the Gundicha Temple. And Lord Jagannath left his wife, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, behind. And after he just said, I'm going out for a Rath Yatra ride and I'll be back soon, to his dear wife, but he didn't return and she became very angry. Now, as described in literature, divine literature, usually when a woman is neglected by her husband, she will become morose, sometimes write on the ground with her finger, neglect herself, not take care of her appearance. But Lakshmi is not like that. She became she's the goddess of fortune. She always has a sense of Aishvarya, of opulence. So she dressed herself very beautifully and left on a palanquin with hundreds of maidservants and went to where Jagannath car was. And they began, the maidservants of Lakshmi began beating the Rath car with sticks and demanded to the servants of Jagannath, where is your master? And then they arrested them, tied them up, insulted them with bad language and everything. And then and said, bring your master here. So then, seeing this, every year they show the Lakshmi Vijay, like about 3 days after the Rath Yatra, 3-4 days after the Rath Yatra goes. Then Mahaprabhu is watching this, and along with his intimate devotees, and everything is being arranged by Maharaj Prataparudra. It's a very elaborate ceremony, very elaborate festival, and he's ordered so much prasada to be distributed. And they're watching that, and Srivas Thakur, who's like an incarnation of Narad Muni, he becomes very affected by Lakshmi's sense of opulence, and he says, just see my goddess of fortune, just see Lakshmi, she's so opulent. And what opulence is there in Vrindavan? Just a few twigs and some cow milk and peacock feathers, but not very much opulence. But Lakshmi, she's so beautiful, she's so opulent. Nothing can compare with her. And then Mahaprabhu says, oh, you're being affected by the opulence of Lakshmi, but Swarup Damodar, he's not affected. Well, let's ask him to say something. And then Swarup Damodar begins describing the opulence of Vrindavan, where he says, all the dust of Vrindavan is made of Chintamani stone, Chintamani jewels, the most valuable jewels of all. That is the dust of Vrindavan. And all speech is song, all movement is dance, all words song, all movement is dance. The trees are all wish-fulfilling trees. The cows are all Kamavenu. Kamadena. Kamadenu. They give pure love of God, and everything in Vrindavan is very opulent, and Swarup Damodar is describing this, and then Srivas Thakur is hearing. He becomes so happy, and he begins making a noise with his armpits like this. It's like, puts his hand in his armpit and he makes a sound. And Mahaprabhu's seeing this ceremony of Lakshmi Vijay, Hera Panchami, that happens. Well, Lakshmi's so angry, but she doesn't neglect herself. She dresses herself so beautifully, goes out to take revenge upon Lord Jagannath. Well, it's a big festival, Lakshmi Vijay, after the Rath Yatra. Today is that day, Lakshmi Vijay. It is, what can we say, after, it is Gora Panchami. So, Lakshmi Vijay. Here. Kashyanu Babushan Nadeva Vidmahe Tavangri Renu Sparashadikara Yadvanshaya Shrir Lalana Charatapo Vihaya Kaman Suchiram Drita Vrata. O Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya attains such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet. For this end, the goddess of fortune performed austerities for centuries, giving up all other desires and taking austere vows. Indeed, we do not know how this serpent Kaliya got such an opportunity. Now, this is very interesting because this verse is said by the Nagapatnis, by the wives of Kaliya. And they say, "Oh Lord, we do not know how this snaky husband of ours, Kaliya, attained such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet. For this end, the goddess of fortune performed austerities for centuries, giving up all desires and taking austere vows." Lakshmi, she is the goddess of fortune. She executed so much austerity to be able be touched by the dust of the Lord's lotus feet. But her husband, he's just a snake. And a lot of women would say, our husband is a snake. But in this case, their husband really is a snake. He's the Kaliya serpent. They're the Nagapatnis. They say, we don't know how this husband of ours got the opportunity to come in contact with the dust of Krishna's lotus feet. Even Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, couldn't get that opportunity. Indeed, we do not know how this serpent Kaliya got such an opportunity. Jugyabhave jagate jata juvatera gan. Krishna attracts not only the minds of the gopis and the goddess of fortune, but the minds of all the young girls in the three worlds as well. Kastri angate kala paramrita venugita sammohitartan charitana chalet trilokya sobhagamidam cha niriksharupam yad Godvija Druma Mriga Mulakani Abibran. My dear Lord Krishna, where is that woman within the three worlds who would not be captivated by the rhythms of the sweet songs coming from your wonderful flute? Who would not fall down from the path of chastity in this way? Your beauty is the most sublime within the three worlds. Upon seeing your beauty, even cows, birds, animals, and trees in the forest become stunned in jubilation. Guru Tuya Stri Ganer Vatsaya Akarshan Dasha Sakyadi Bhave Purushadi Gan. The women of Vrindavan who are on the level of superior guardians are attracted to Lord Krishna maternally. The men of Vrindavan are attracted as servants, friends, and fathers. So elder women in Vrindavan, they're attracted to Krishna, and they like as if his mother, in a very maternal way. The men of Vrindavan are attracted as servants, friends, and fathers. Even elderly persons, not just the gopis are attracted, even elderly women and elderly men in Vrindavan, they're all attracted to Krishna as if they were his fathers or mothers. Pakshimriga Brikalata Chaitanya Chaitan Premimata Kori Akarshaye Krishna Gun. The qualities of Krishna captivate and attract everything, living and non-living. Even birds, animals, and trees are attracted to Krishna's qualities. So I'm going to stop here. It's very beautiful. All this description, very beautiful description by Mahaprabhu, the Sanatan Goswami of the Atmarama verse. Okay. Get ready to play kartals. Okay. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Garadara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Garadara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raguna Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raguna Sri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raguna Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raguna H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jaoite Vignana Shabishta Puran Jaoite Vignana Shabishta Puran H.I. Gosai Jarmui Taradas H.I. Gosai Jarmui Taradas Dasabar Pararenu Mora Panchagras Dasabar Pararenu Mora Panchagras Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivas Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivas Janame Mor E Ambilas Janame Mor E Ambilas H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pare Majai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pare Majai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kori Hat Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kori Hat Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narottamodar Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narottamodar Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Goranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nehriya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Astatara Sadashi Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Ashtatara Sadashi Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivedanta Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhattaragana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattacharya Ragana Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Vishvavarinya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Kusham Ashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Namadev Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Koladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Shri Govinda Mela Ki Jai. Upcoming Govinda Mela Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.